Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Monday. I'm Connie, if you are new to the class. And I wonder, why are you here? Not in the big cosmic sense, but why are you here on your mat today, this moment in time? Why have you shown up? Is it because you signed up for this class and you wouldn't miss it because you paid for it? Rumi says, let the beauty we love be what we do. And I love that. It's like, it's an allowing. There's no shoulds. Let the beauty we love be what we do. And maybe yoga is getting under your skin a little bit. Maybe you're starting to really be drawn to yoga more than it being a discipline. I just wonder, just something to ponder as we move through our practice today. So find your favorite yogi starting point, whether that is down on your back, sitting tall. I'm sitting up on a block. You can sit up on a blanket, propping your hips up so they're a little higher than your knees. That's a little more of a gentle seat. You can come into child's pose. And then once you arrive, sit up nice and tall. Let your eyes close if that works best for you to be able to tune in to your present moment. And then immediately just notice how the breath is moving. Without changing, without doing anything, just notice your natural breath. Just becoming more present to yourself. Allow yourself to become aware of the sounds that are in the distance. And then allow yourself to become aware of the sounds that are closer in. Including the sounds of your heartbeat, your breath, your digestion. My tummy just spoke to me. Become aware of any other sensations that you notice. The temperature, the light streaming in, if there is some. And allow your belly to really soften. Allow your hands to rest where they're comfortable. And with gently closed lips, bring your first conscious breath into your body. So fill up through the nostrils. Allow the belly to expand. Allow the chest to open up. And then pause at the top of the inhalation. Let there be a space between each inhalation and each exhalation. When you're ready, release the air through the nostrils and feel that sensation of the breath leaving the body. Let the belly draw back in. And then pause. Really becoming conscious of each breath, each portion of the breath as you move from inhale to exhale. Allow this yogic breathing to bring you into the present moment so that we are aware of nuance. So that we are present to ourselves, so that as we move through postures, we have choices to make. So will we modify? Will we try something we have never tried before, perhaps? Will we push ourselves a little more toward the edge, seeing if we can get a different sensation, a different experience? Or will we just be safe today, you know? There are hundreds of ways to kneel and kiss the ground, as Rumi said in that same quote. Let's take one more breath together. And on your exhalation, blink open your eyes if they're closed. Come up to a seat. Let's join one another. And when you're ready, inhale your arms up, reach up. Let your palms touch and then draw them down on your exhalation. Chin comes to chest. Maybe you create an intention for this class. Let's take that a couple more times, inhaling, reaching up. And then exhale, hands come to heart center, chin to chest. Good, third time's the charm, reach up. Exhale it down. Good. Take your hands to your legs. Let your chin come way down to your chest and draw the belly into the spine. We're going to take the back toward the back. Draw the shoulders forward. Take some seated cat-cows. Greg asked for hips and lower back, so let's just move the spine forward and back just to warm up the spine a little bit. Take your gaze up and stretch the front of your throat as you come into that cow pose. And then chin comes down to chest as you come into your cat pose. Good, just move a few more times, warming up. Spine moving forward and back, belly really drawing deeply into the spine. Good. Maybe taking that pause on your in between the breaths as we did. Let's take one more each direction, and when you end up in that next cat shape, really draw the belly into the spine, really take the chin down to the chest. And then just come up slowly, take the shoulders up to the ears, roll them back and down. Appreciate any sounds you might hear, any cracks and pops and good. Let's take one more, rolling those shoulders back and down, and then take your left fingertips, walk them over. See how far you can get over to the left, and then take that right arm up and over. Take a side bend. Take your gaze underneath that right shoulder and breathe in. Pause and breathe out. Good. As you inhale, reach up, send those fingertips high, get super long in the side body, then take that right hand over, walk the fingertips out. Take your stretch over to that side, keeping both hips on the floor. Take your chin down to your chest and look under the left arm. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Notice how when you breathe in deeply, you get a little more of a stretch. You get that internal massage. On your next breath in, use your abs to rise up, reach up, get nice and long, and then take a flip of your palms. Take them back behind you. Let your fingertips come to the floor. Let your fingers face you, and just take a gentle lean back. Good, look up. Stretch the front of the throat. Stretch the chest. Good, breathe in. And breathe out, sit up tall again. We're going to take that a little faster, matching breath to movement. Inhale. Exhale, lean. Inhale, rise and reach, get long. And exhale, lean. Good. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, take your palms back behind you and lean, open up that heart space. Look up. Good. Move with your breath. We'll take two more. If I'm moving faster, just modify. Make it your own. Figure out a way to love it. It's beautiful. Good. On this next one, maybe extend your back bend. Really enjoy it. And then come up to seated. I'm going to take my block away. You can decide if that works for you and switch the cross of my legs. And then I'm just going to take my fingertips forward, walk them forward until you feel that stretch, that edge. And then when you do, let your chin come down to your chest. And let's take 5 breaths here. Stretching those outer hips. Stretching that lower back. Maybe you take it a little further if you're ready. Notice what's happening with your shoulders. Notice what's happening with your breath. Choose to keep that breath nice and slow. Good. And take one more breath in. Pause. And then use your exhalation to walk yourself back. Take your legs, bring them up. Let your feet come to the floor. Give your ankles a nice little rub, a little pat. Good. And then we'll bring the feet together in Baddha Konasana. We'll go for the inner thighs. So you can bring your feet a little bit closer if you want more of a stretch on the inner thighs. You can bring them a little farther if you'd like the hips to get a little more of a stretch. So we're going to hold on. We're going to shine. Prop up your legs if you have some blocks that you'd like to press under them. We're going to come forward one more time and take 5 breaths, 5 conscious breaths. So breathe in and pause. Breathe out and pause. Good. Couple more. Well, that was only 1, so 4 more, technically. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Notice how your back's feeling. Maybe you find your edge. Maybe you come a little more forward if that feels right. Excellent. On that 5th one, take your fingertips to the floor. Use your abs to rise on up. Bring your legs together. Maybe give your ankles another little massage if you like. And then we're going to come over to our hands and knees. So I already have my blanket on my mat. So let the tops of your feet come to the mat and spread your fingers nice and wide. Start to grip the mat with your fingertips and with all those joints, bringing some blood flow into our joints. Give it a little Sophie shake. And then finding your tabletop, draw the belly into the spine. And find that core engagement. As you bring your weight into your left leg, send your right leg long. Point those toes toward the floor, send the left arm forward. And enjoy this bird dog. Breathe in as you lift your right leg a little bit higher as you squeeze your glute. We're going to take that right leg across to the cross toward the left, and then take that left arm, swing it back, and follow it with your gaze. Good. Inhale as you come forward with that leg and that arm, reaching the leg long, the arm long, and exhale as you bring your knee back to the mat. Good. Sophie, shake it out. Send your left leg long, toes toward the floor, engaging that entire leg. Reach your right arm forward, gaze forward. Take a big breath in, and then take that left leg across the body, swing the right arm back, follow it with your gaze, toes press into the floor. Good. Good. Come back to center, and then lower. Good. We'll take 2 more each side. So reach the left and the right. Breathe in. Take it across, breathe out. Inhale as you reestablish your bird dog, and exhale, lower. Good, take it to the other side. and just enjoy this. Find a way to love it. Good. Engage those abs. Good. We'll take one more each side. Moving with the breath though. Excellent. Right hand comes down. Left knee comes down. So if you shake it out, bring your knees wide. Sink your hips back, big toes touch. Take a slow descent into your child's pose. So especially if your lower back is a little tweaky, just take it slow. And once you get there, just soften here. And let the hips and the lower back soften. We'll take 3 breaths here, nice and slow. You can turn your palms up and open and close the hands a couple of times. Release tension in the wrist and the fingers. Maybe rotate them out. And take one more big breath in. And a long exhalation. And then rise back on up. Coming up into your tabletop, take your hands a little bit forward of your table. Spread your fingers again. Tuck your toes. Lift up. Come into your downward facing dog. So lifting the hips, coming into that inverted V shape. And then walk the dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Maybe really get into it. Maybe go side to side a little more than normal. Just play. Have fun. Find a way to live it. And then press your heels back, lift your hips a little higher, relax the back of the neck. Take a nice big breath in, come up on your toes. We'll get off these wrists as we walk forward. Come into your first forward fold. So feet are hip width, lift and spread the toes, and then press them in. Maybe rotate your wrists a little bit if they're feeling tender today. And then bring your hands to ragdoll. Find the elbows, let your head hang. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more. You can bring your belly down to your thighs. You can rock from side to side. Just notice what feels really good in your body. And enjoy. We'll take another breath. Pause at the top of the inhalation. And exhale. Pause at the exhalation. Then release your hands and we'll slowly rise, rooting into the feet, letting the back unfurl one vertebra at a time, and let the head come up last, reaching up, looking up. Let your palms meet above the crown of your head and bring your hands down to Anjali Mudra. And take a moment here in mountain pose to just sort of reset. You can rock from side to side to feel your weight redistributing. And then take your hands, let your palms face forward, shine your heart. Good. Take a nice big breath in this mountain pose. Notice if your chin is coming forward, see if you can tuck it in. And find your drishti, find that spot in front of you that's not moving, use it. Good. On your inhale, reach up. Let your palms reach up. And on your exhale, bend your knees as much as you need to. Forward fold. Let the lower back, be gentle. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Let your hands rest on your shins. Straighten your legs maybe a little bit more. Shoulders come away from the ears. And then exhale, refold from here. So it's less of a drastic fold. And then root to rise, we'll rise up again. Good. Look up. This time flip your palms. Take them back to your lower back and press your palms into that lower back. Really stretch, like press down. Stretch the back and then If it feels okay, squeeze your shoulder blades and look up, lean back. Gentle back bend. Take it only to the point where you're feeling a really nice expansive stretch, not any farther. So the more you lean back, you might get your quadriceps stretching a little bit. Notice your breath. If you're holding it, let it go. When you're ready, come on up. We'll stretch that out, shake that out, shake your, let's go for it. Right hand, right and left. Shake your left hand up and down. Shake your left hand left and right. Shake your right hand up and down. Oh man, that's so fun, right? Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand, lean to the right. Good, breathe in. Maybe you go a little farther here. Lean a little bit more, get that stretch. Keep those feet firmly planted. Keep your drishti, your gazing point. Inhale when you're ready, take it to the other side. Good. Take a full breath. Good. Inhale, back up. Reach up and look up. Exhale, bend your knees to forward fold. Maybe straighten your legs a little bit more in this forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to mat. We're going to step the right leg back and take it to the right side of the mat and place the foot on the floor at an angle. And then the left foot comes over to the left side of the mat. Always the option to use your blocks here. They're a really great support. We're coming into warrior one. So when you're ready, we're going to bend that left knee, have it over the ankle of the left foot, and use the strength of your legs to rise up, coming up into your warrior one. So you might have to readjust. You might have to move your legs more to the edges of your mat to get that stability, and then reach your arms up. Good. Notice what's happening. So we're twisting our torso toward the left. Find that drishti. If you're wobbling, I am. Draw your pinkies toward one another and draw those shoulders down into those sockets. That's what they're for. Good. When you're ready, we're going to flip the palm again. You can take it back to your lower back and press down if that felt really good. Maybe look up and lean back. Or take your hands and clasp them, send them down, squeezing the shoulder blades. Leaning back, maybe looking up, testing your balance. Good. Good. Really press into the right side of the right foot. Keep your breath steady. Here we go. Humble warrior. We're going to bow. So come forward slowly using your breath. Yeah, this is a big exhale as we come forward. Maybe you lift your arms a little bit higher. Embrace the wobble, press into all four sides of the feet. Use your toes, use your heel, use your both sides of the feet, really to keep you steady. And then we're going to rise up just as slowly as we came down. And then come back to our warrior. Not warrior, warrior. Warrior one. Good. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Excellent. We're going to come forward one more time. This time we're going to come to our blocks or our mat. We're going to take that left foot and just scooch it in just a little bit. Take that right foot, spin it so it's facing forward. Keep that bend in the left knee. Hands come to mat or blocks. We're going to lift up coming into standing split. Yeah, so we are putting a lot of responsibility on this left leg, left hip. And we're also noticing maybe a nice hamstring stretch as we lift the right leg. Maybe the nose comes to the knee. Maybe for an edge, you can reach for that leg and hold on to the leg, one hand or both. Good. Breathe in, one more breath. If you're wobbling, I'm wobbling probably more, so embrace it. And then on your exhalation, bring the right foot to meet the left. Bend your knees. Bring your belly down to your thighs. Maybe bring your hands to your elbows. We're going to use the strength of our legs, drawing the belly into the spine, using the abs, the core engaged, root to rise, all the way up. Bring your elbows with you. Draw them up to frame your ears. Press into your toes and see if you can lean back. Good, breathe in. And exhale as you let it go. Shake it out. Shake it right, shake it left. Shake the left hand left and right. Shake the right hand up and down. Shake the right hand right and left. Shake the left hand up and down. I love doing that, just in case you wondered. Good. All right, come back into your mountain pose. Here we are. Find your drishti. Find your sweet spot on the wall. Yeah, good job. When you're ready, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Still bending your knees as much as you need to. Protect your back. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that nice half table with the shoulders drawn away. Exhale, hands to floor or blocks. Step that left foot back and step it to the left side of your mat. Scooch that right foot over. Bend the right knee, right ankle, alignment. Come up to your fingertips. And then use the strength of the legs, pressing into all four sides of the feet. Come into your warrior one on this side. So fingertips reach. Good. Press into the left side of that left foot as much as the right. Good. Breathe in. Great stretch for the inner thighs. Draw the shoulders down. Turn your torso forward. A little bit of a twist here. Good. Nice big breath in. And then flip your palms. Let's take our humble warrior. Humble warrior. Good. You can take your hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Maybe test your balance. Look up. Good. On your exhale, bow. Yeah. The head comes to the inside of the right leg. Good. Maybe the arms lift. Find your edge. Yeah. Good balance. Practice. Yeah. Nice. Strengthening, stretching, all the things. Nice breath, slow and easy. And we're going to use the strength of our legs to rise up, coming up, reaching those fingertips high, right knee over right ankle. Good, breathe in. Enjoy this stretch as you press into the left side of that left foot. Excellent. We're going to take that left foot, spin it so it's facing forward. Bring our hands down to the mat. Scooch the right foot in just a little bit. Right foot faces forward. Bring the hands to the fingertips to the floor or your blocks. Bring the weight into the right leg. Standing split. Lift the left leg high. Yeah, decide. You're going to go for it on this side. Maybe this is your fancy side where you have a little better balance. Your hips are a little stronger maybe. Good. Breathe in. Lift that left leg a little higher if you like. Bring your nose towards your knee. Good. Shaking is not really optional in this kind of shape. It's just going to happen. Embrace it. One more breath. On your exhale, bring the left foot to meet the right. Reach for your big toes with your peace fingers. Bring your legs a little wider. Bend your knees. Maybe your belly comes to your thighs. Draw your elbows out. Take your forward fold. Good. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Excellent. Good. When you're ready, bring your hands to the floor. Step your right foot back. Step your left foot back. Here we are in plank pose. We won't be here long, but we're just going to roll to the left side, take a side plank. Yeah, draw the belly into the spine. Lift your hips a little higher. Maybe that right arm comes over the head. Good. Maybe your knees are down on the floor. When you're ready, we're going to come back through center. Take a right side plank. So knees can come down. Knees can be lifted, arm can go over the head. Good, breathe in. Keep that belly drawn in, support the back. And then come forward. Lower your knees if they're not already lowered. Lower the tops of the feet. Come on down. We're going to pass through Sphinx pose. So bring the elbows to the floor, the palms come to the floor. And shine your heart forward. Take your shoulders, lower them down away from the ears. Little back bend here, so be gentle. Notice where you feel that compression. Maybe you would like a little bit more. You can brighten a little bit, or maybe you need to lower down today. Find that sweet spot. Maybe close your eyes. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Give ourselves a posture correction. I always think of Mr. Watkins, the custodian at my elementary school. When I practice really good posture, he told me one time, he said, "You know, Connie, I can always find you in the cafeteria because you sit up so tall." I didn't know I was going to be a yogi one day. Maybe Mr. Watkins actually inspired me. Good. Breathe in one more time, and then on your exhalation, we're going to come all the way down. Make a little pillow. Turn your head to one side. Rock it out. Sophie, shake it out. Take a nice big breath. Feel the breath filling up the body. Think about filling up the back body. Exhale it out slowly. And feel that belly draw into the spine. Take a moment, turn your head to the other side, give your neck equal time. Breathe in, feel the breath. And breathe out, let it go. Good. Bring your forehead to the center. We're going to take the right knee up toward the right elbow, right shoulder. Just come into that sleeper pose. Relieve tension on the back, the lower back. Just kind of soften that area. Breathe here. And let it go. Good. Release that leg long, and we'll take it to the other side. Just bring the left knee up toward the shoulder. See if you can soften through the lower back here. Use the breath. Excellent. Let's take one more breath. And release that leg long. Send it really, really long. I'm going to take our hands to the outsides of the shoulders. Come up through just a little baby cobra. Notice how that feels in your back. Then come up to your knees. And I'm going to suggest that you place your blanket somehow like mine. I mean, I have it on the entire mat, but take your blanket and place it so that your legs can come, so that it will be underneath your knees. And then this is not going to be for everyone. We're going to come into a frog pose. So frog is a great stretch. Great is, subject to, it's a subjective word. So then we're going to bring our feet outside of our hips, our knees. Our feet are going to come outside of our knees, right? And then we're going to use our props however they are helpful. So maybe they are right in front of us. Actually, I'll move them away so that you can see. But then we're going to come down, and we'll feel that deep stretch in the hips. Now, if this just does not work for your knees, I'm going to suggest you come to your back and come into a happy baby. However, if you really like this frog and you want to enjoy it with me, we're going to take some breaths. So let your chin come down to your chest. Soften your shoulders. I know this can be intense, but let's find a way to love it. So blocks can go lots of places. You can take them to the inner thighs, maybe. Yeah, that's nice. And come back to that breath. Yeah. This might be a good time to ask, why are we here? We're here because we love it. Good. I'm going to take these blocks out, and I'm going to embrace my frog for 3 more breaths. Let's soften. Just send the awareness to where you need some breath, and send the breath there. Soften the jaw. Relax the brow. And if you're on your back in happy baby, maybe you extend one leg long and then the other. And just play, get playful. Find a way to love it. Let's take one more full breath, the fullest breath we've taken thus far in our practice. And if it feels really good, let it go with a big exhale through your mouth. And then take your time. This is not easy to get out of. Take your time to come on up. We're going to come all the way to our backs. Good. So lower down until you find the ground. And once you're there, hug your knees tight into your chest. Take some of those yummy knee circles. Work out the lower back. These are always good. Good. Go the other direction. And then place your feet on the floor about hip width. We're going to pass through a few bridge poses. So we're going to use the strength of our legs, and the hands are pressing into the mat as we lift our hips. And then snuggle the shoulders, bring your hands underneath you. Good. Lift the hips a little bit higher. If wheel is in your practice, go for it. Go for that edge. Take a nice big breath in, pause, and on your exhalation, take a slow descent to the floor. So as though you're lowering one vertebra at a time. It may not exactly happen that way, but that's okay. And pause, hug your knees into your chest. And then feet on the floor one more time. Let's see what happens. We press up again. Maybe we get a little higher this time. Let the back of the neck be soft. Not pressing, not putting undue pressure on any one part of the body. Just letting it all the weight be distributed as equally as possible. Good. Breathe in. Maybe lift a little higher. And then have a slow descent again, one vertebra at a time, lowering down, down, down. Hug the knees in. Good. Maybe circle the ankles while we're here. And then last time, one more bridge. So heels to hips, press into the floor as you slowly rise, find that edge, snuggle the shoulders. See what happens if you lift a little bit higher. Good, breathe in. On your exhalation, lower down slowly. Come on down. Let your spine just neutralize here. And then with your feet where they are, take your hips up and bump them over to the right. And then take your knees to the left. Open up that right arm. Maybe your left hand rests on the outside of the right leg. Turn your gaze toward the right. Good. Breathe in as you twist. Breathe out as you soften into this twist. Good. Feeling that little compression in the belly as you twist, getting that sense of rinsing out, little detoxification, bringing blood flow, helping us with digestion. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath. See if you can soften somewhere. And then come back to center. Bring the feet to the floor. Let your spine neutralize. Come to the center of your mat. Just take a moment with your hands on your belly. Let your breath fill you up. Let the belly rise into your hands. Feel it. As though you're blowing up a balloon. Full breath. Pause on the inhalation. Exhale it out. Good. When you're ready, press into your feet. Bump your hips toward the left. Knees come in and then over to the right. Open up that left arm. Turn your gaze in that direction. Love your twist. Good. Turning your neck in the general direction of your left shoulder. Good. And close your eyes. Let your breath come smoothly. Soften the brow. And swallow in your throat to soften the throat center. Good. We'll take one more breath in. And take your time on your exhale to come back to center. And then send your legs long. Point your toes. Reach your arms way overhead. And then we're going to take our right foot, walk it to the outside of the mat. And take that left foot. See if you can cross it over the right ankle. And then take your torso. Keep it on the floor so the shoulders are on the floor. And just scooch your torso over toward the right as well. Reach for your left wrist with your right hand. And we'll come into this banana asana, because it's fun to say. Banana asana. We're making the shape of a C or a banana with our body, and we're stretching all the meridians up and down the whole left side of the body. Should feel yummy. If it doesn't, just back off a little bit. But if you feel like you want to walk your legs forward or to the right a little bit more, take your torso a little bit more to the right, go for it. Find your edge. Beautiful. Fill up. Feel that internal massage you're giving yourself as you breathe in fully. Feel that left side body getting that stretch. And then as you breathe out, let it be a letting go, release, a softening. Let go somewhere, anywhere. When you're ready, we're going to gently uncross. Come back to center. Let the spine take a moment, have its moment. Bring your hands to your belly. Let's take one full breath. Fill up like that balloon. And then let go. Deflate slowly. And then take the legs over toward the left. Maybe your left foot comes off the mat. Right foot can cross over. Take your torso over to the left. Reach for your right wrist with your left hand. Also, there's the option, you can just let your arms rest, like in a sort of a cactus pose. Let them rest on the floor or behind your head. Make it your own. Breathe here. Getting that good stretch in the side body. Hopefully will be helpful if our backs have been tender. Take another full breath. Fill up, feel that internal massage. And then exhale, soften where you can. And as you're ready, come back to center. Take your legs as wide as your mat. Take your shoulders, snuggle them under you again. So you have a nice, broad, open, expansive heart space. Cover up if you're cold. And just like we were in frog pose, let your feet sort of splay out. Let your palms face up. And soften from the head to the toe, to the toes. Soften the brow, the jaw, the cheekbones. Soften the ears. Soften the throat. Let the shoulders and the hips and the legs just be heavy. Relax the feet, the arms, the hands. Let the tongue come down from the roof of the mouth. And just allow the floor beneath you to support you. Take a moment to be, just be present. Nothing to do here. This is a little meditation from A Year with Hafiz. This is May 2nd. It's called Making the Rounds and Causing Trouble. The words renounce and discipline were making the rounds and causing trouble, as some might expect. Some newlyweds came to me to discuss the threat this posed. They looked at me with serious faces and sincerely asked, "Does God want us to renounce the sweet pleasures our bodies and the earth may give?" And I replied, "Do what most enables you to fly and brings a feeling to the heart that makes you glad to be alive." My guest then said, "Is it really that simple?" And I said, "Why not?" Bring some deeper breaths to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. Turn your head from side to side. And then take your time, roll to one side, just pause. Notice any shifts that may have occurred in this last 45 or so minutes. Then using the strength of your arms, press yourself up to a comfortable seat and find that posture that would make Mr. Watkins proud. Sit up nice and tall, crown of the head reaching toward the ceiling. Shoulders down, away from the ears, chin tucked. Once you arrive there, take a full breath. Take a really nice, big, full breath. Notice if you've made a little more space for that breath. And then decide how you want to exhale. Make it your own through the mouth or the nose. Let go. Notice where you might still be holding on to tension, even after all that. See if you can soften the glutes, soften the hips. Imagine your vertebrae stacking so beautifully, so perfectly aligned after our stretch. And feel the abs, the core of the body, doing such a great job to help us sit up tall, knowing they will continue to do so for the rest of the day. Finding gratitude for that. Take your arms out wide, reach up for all the goodness. Let your palms touch, bring them down to your heart. Take a moment of gratitude for this life and send a prayer out to someone who could use it. Thank you guys for practicing, for showing up, for whatever reason. Until next time, namaste. And don't you forget it. Take care, everybody. Have a good day.